All right, guys, today is Sunday, January 15th, 2023, and today marks 32 days I have left to finish my 55 for Starbird's car show in Tulsa. So, I haven't really done much to the car. I still haven't even finished putting the door seal on that side. It's still like a little bit of the front's done and it's just hanging there. I got to tell you, I've been doing a little bit of upholstery inside my house, and I want to do taking a lot of video clips, but I'm wanting to do one big video of the upholstery on how I'm doing it and all that kind of stuff. But I ended up getting a new GoPro Hero 9 black camera. I've always had a Hero 7 black, and so the 9 is a really significant upgrade from the 7. However, there is a 10 and 11 out now. But, you know, when you buy fresh and new, it's very expensive. So these older models, they're still out there and brand new, but they're cheaper. So since it was quite a big upgrade from my old one, that's what I went ahead and got, was a 9. Now, I can tell you the 7 is very easy to set up and use, but this 9 has been a mess. And I still don't know if this is going to work. So hopefully if you're seeing this video, I did get it put up on YouTube. But I do want you to comment down below and tell me how the video looks. I did a video earlier and imported it to the computer and it looked grainy, so I changed a few settings and I want to see how it looks. This is actually 5K that I'm trying to shoot in right now, so I'm going to see how this works. But anyway, it's just been a mess. I am not a computer literate guy. Electronics and computers is kind of not my thing. I can figure it out, but I have to watch YouTube videos of people to show me how to do that. So this camera, when I first tried to use it, it would not import to my computer at all. Like, I plugged the Hero 9 into I use a PC, a computer. So when I go to import the video off the GoPro to the computer, it wouldn't do anything. It wasn't even responding that I was trying to import a video. So I had to watch a YouTube video for that, and it ended up being a setting in the GoPro that's called MPV, I think. Couldn't tell you what it stands for. I hope I said that right. So I switched that to on, and then it imported to the computer. Thought I was home free. Not so much. So once the video imported to the computer, it wouldn't play. It said I needed an HVEC codec or something. So I'm like, what the heck is that? So I had to Google that, figure out that mess. I ended up having to buy that, which is, I guess, a patch or something you can get from the Microsoft store, and it was 99 cents. But it took me 2 to 2.5 hours to get all of it done because I had to sign up Microsoft account, all this kind of crap. And it was obnoxious to go through all that kind of a mess for a 99-cent thing. So now the video will play on the computer, but as far as trying to upload it to YouTube, I haven't done that yet. So that's what this video is going to be about. So anyway, this is more or less a test video, but I'm going to kind of run you through what I'm wanting to get finished today, and that's get this weather stripping done on both doors. I'm going to change out the vertical seal in this quarter glass. I haven't done that yet. I changed the one over there. I haven't changed this one. I need to put the A-pillar seal on. I've got a little small list made for today, and I'm pretty sure I can knock it out. But if I do have time after all that's done and I'm happy with everything, I'm going to move on to taking these outside, and I'm going to dry block these with 220. These are parts that go underneath the hood of the car. I customized these. I put a new end plate on the end of that, and it actually bolts to that. But I speed hold this. This is an original hood baffle. This bolts up underneath the front of the hood, and it actually comes across this right here. It has a notch in it for the heater hose, or the radiator hose. But anyway, I put pipe caps in it. The whole front of this is all new plated, and the bottom and everything. And then I welded square nuts to the back of it for this to bolt to right here, this new flange. So there's lots of work in these parts, and I'm thinking I'm going to paint these high gloss black, like the body color, the urethane single stage black. I think I'll paint those and those. That way they kind of pop off the bottom of the hood. But I am going to paint the bottom of the hood just like a matte black. because I don't want a super big shine coming off the bottom of the hood to the engine. It'll kind of give it a mirror looking effect, and I don't really want that. And the other thing about it is it'll be orange peely, and I don't want to have to sand and buff the bottom of the hood. So it's going to go... I've never done a shiny underneath hood. It's just not my thing. So I'm going to do... probably do the trim black that's on the inner fenders, because I have some of that left. But anyway, so one of the other things that I kind of thought about doing to the car, it's really not a necessity for the show. I'd like to have it for the show, because if I put mirrors under it, you're going to see that. So I put an energy suspension urethane body mount kit under the car. And when you buy that kit, it doesn't come with bolts. So I bought 12-point stainless steel ARPs to do that. But you do get the washers with that kit, and they are a gold cad washer, and they're pretty thick. The reason to have a thick washer is when you go to tighten down the body, it doesn't squish the washer in, you know, sink it. I really wanted stainless washers where the bolts are going to be going through there on the bottom, because that's what you'll see, because the urethane bushing kit I bought is black, so you don't really see them in there. So I got online and I found some stainless washers that's the same ID and OD, but they're too thin. I couldn't find thick washers that was the exact diameter as those. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to pull the washers off, the body mounts off the car, and I'm going to sand and paint the gold washers like, I don't know, probably flat black or matte black. And then I'm going to sand and polish these stainless ones and put them right over the top of them, and then put the ARP bolt in, because once that's on there, it's the exact diameter, and you're not really going to notice that washer since it's black up against the rubber cushion. But that way I'll have a stainless washer and a stainless bolt, and it'll look a little better to me. But it's not a thing that I need to do right now. I can go to the show and leave it like it is. I don't really care. But if I have time, that's something that I will do. I will have to sand and polish these washers, because they are rough, man. These things are terrible. So I'm going to have to go through grades of paper, sand them all, and then polish them all. So it's not to mention I got to take them, the original washers off, sand them, and paint them. So, you know, it's probably going to be a full day just to do, you know, 8-10 hours to do the body mounts over. So that's, again, why it's not a necessity. Another thing that's kind of driving me crazy, I don't like the blue and the bow tie and the horn emblem, so that is going to get painted. I am not sure what I'm going to do yet. I don't know whether to go with black or go with the Galaxy Gray accent color that I have on a lot of my stuff. So I'm kind of thinking the Galaxy Gray would be cooler, but that's base coat, clear coat. So I will have to paint that through a touch-up pen for that little bitty tiny bow tie. But it is a detail that I think it needs. That Galaxy Gray is what I put in the side of the trim inserts here, the long ones. Also the brake pedal arm and the gas pedal arm and the heater box and this vent screens and quite a bit of stuff. The tissue dispenser main body. So it's just my little accent color to go on this black. But anyway, that is the plan. That's what I'm wanting to do today. I got to tell you, I'd really love to paint this Radiator black, but I have tried painting Radiators in the past, and it doesn't last. It just flakes off and gets chipped. Especially on a Tri-5 Chevy, when you go to slide it into that mounting flange, it just rips the paint off of it. So I would like to get another new Radiator and see if it can be powder coated. I don't know if they can powder coat a Radiator or not. I don't know why they couldn't, but I was wondering about the fins, if it might put too much of a buildup in the fins and cause a cooling issue. I don't know. So that could be, you know, the fins could be masked off when they powder it, and then just pull the cardboard out when they put it in the oven, and then I could, you know, use some of that Eastwood Radiator black on there, which I have some of that still here from a Radiator I used a long time ago, but it didn't last. You know, when you heat cycle something off and on a lot, it just doesn't stick to that aluminum. So powder coating would, but that was my original plan from the get-go, was to do this black. That's why I bought a black Billet Specialties cap. So anyway, I just don't like all that aluminum up there, but and that's another thing that I don't really care to have done before the show, but I probably ain't gonna have the money to get another Radiator anyway, but I don't even know of a powder coater local to take that to have it done. So I hate to paint it and then it start flaking and chipping, and then I have to strip it all down and redo it, and well, you get what I'm saying. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this video on and see how it goes. Hopefully it works out. But anyway, I'm trying to put this on in 5K, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, because I don't know if the computer software will let me actually do it in 5K. It always says 1080, so we'll see how that goes. But that's supposedly what that HVEC codec was for this higher quality footage. So we'll see. But tell me what you think of the video quality itself, like how everything looks on your end, because it may look different on my end than your end. Thanks for watching.